Hey guys, my name's Layla Melgosa, and this is my PowerPoint on our solar system. I chose this picture because I thought it was really cute, and it shows all the planets. So on this slide, we're talking about the solar system configuration. After messing around with the solar system, I learned many things, such as adjusting the time, and how if you go in the past, you can kind of see like how the planets used to look like in the formation. And if you fast forward in time, like right here, if you go to like 2020, you can see how the formation will look like. I also thought it was really cool because you can see all the different horoscope signs, and like I said in the beginning, I'm really big on that. I also think it's cool how you can see Saturn's ring and how it appears on the map scale thing. It's really cool. And I also like how it'll show like the daytime and nighttime, like how Mars and Jupiter and part of Earth is nighttime. Now we're talking about the history of our solar system. What really interests me is what NASA is now. Compared to the first mission back at Cape Canaveral, I hope I said that correctly, approximately 60 years back, we owe a great deal to the first explorers. From the Explorer 1, also known as America's first satellite, Apollo mission that changed the world forever. When people talk about the Russians and the United States competing to get a man in space or even on the moon, it's a great story because it shows that we are early explorers, that we're competitive and persistent, which makes great qualities a country should have. Now we talk about the size of our solar system. When talking about space and space between planets, it's hard to wrap our heads around it because everything is much bigger. For example, the picture attached shows the distance between Earth and the moon. So right here is Earth, and all the way over here is the moon. You literally can fit all those planets in between. The distance between the Earth and the moon is 238,900 miles away. What is really interesting is when you look through a telescope and you are looking at the planets deep in space. You are really looking into the past because light can only travel a certain speed. Now we talk about the planets. So not every planet is made from the same ingredients, but are very close. Everything gets taken into consideration when a planet is forming as well as maintaining. For example, space dust and gases float around in space, and once it gets a hold of some gravity, it starts to do something very unique. It starts to form a planet. What is also considered in this process is a distance from a heat source like the sun. So if you can kind of see, it's all forming into like a loophole circle. Venus and Earth are very similar as they both have iron in the core, as well as rocky mantle. But when it comes to gases on the surface, they are completely different. And then we talk about, in the video, about the 4 different planets, moons, sorry. But which one, when watching the video, all were very interesting, but what stuck out the most was Saturn's moon Titan, which is this big old moon. It interested me, and I'm sure it interested most people, since it is one of the only places that has a wet cycle, which means there's rain, seas, and even rivers. It is also interesting that Titan is the moon of a huge planet. Begs the question, could we live on this moon, and what would be the living conditions? It's also crazy how similar it is to Earth and how there could possibly be potential of life on it. And this is my references. And that is it. Hope you enjoyed it.